and helping professionals turn their income into real wealth. Welcome in, and we're going to be talking about the exact plan to start from $0 to $1 million. The exact plan. How are you all doing? Happy Friday! Awesome, awesome. How are you all doing today? So good to have you. Bonds family, welcome in. How are you doing? How are you doing? We started a series earlier this week. As a matter of fact, on Monday, after we finished the family and finance on Sunday, we started the series on how the exact plan to start from a 0 to 1 million. Because guess what? Saving is not even an option because you need to stop saving. You need to start doing what? Investing. What do you invest in? ETF, real estate, and of course, businesses, because that's the multi-millionaire wealth blueprint. This is not get rich quick scheme. You want to get to that $1 million status. You want to gain financial freedom. You want to end the paycheck to paycheck. This is the exact plan for you. We are already on plan number 7. It's a 9-step journey, right? So if you miss 1 through 7, well, it's your lucky day because we're going to recap because we are wrapping up the series by tomorrow. So we're going to recap all over. We're going to start all over again today. So welcome in Cap 14, Kata. Welcome in Larry. How are you, Muji? Welcome in. How are you all doing? You're just meeting me. I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology, and I help professionals turn their income into real wealth. I'm not a doctor of medicine. I have my master's and my doctorate in strategic business and information management system. I'm a vice president of technology. That's my day job. Also a professor teaching AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information system. I'm an economist and a chartered accountant. Why do I tell you all of this? Because with this income and all of this, you will expect that an economist, a chartered accountant should know not to save, but to do what? To invest. But exactly what I was doing, and that kept me financially stretched for a long time until I figured out the multi-millionaires wealth blueprint and I started using it, and which is ETF, real estate, businesses, and exactly what that turned it around and got me to this millionaire status in dollars, of course, and of course gave me financial freedom and the paycheck to paycheck cycle become work optional. So if that's exactly what you're looking for, make sure you click on the follow button. Let's get the class started. And some of the things are a little bit. Chief, welcome in. Queen Man, Madam, welcome in. Sheriff, Karl Marx, welcome in. Here might be a little bit different. So Farah, how are you, girl? It might be a little bit different because we only start the class as soon as we get 5,000 taps, and that's how it's been done. You get your daily admin, you tap out the live. Welcome in. We're joining a little bit late today because Dr. Nida needed a rest. Dr. Nida needed a rest. We've been having multiple sessions all through this month because we are on a financial freedom. Oh, I'm on the doctor's. So, oh, is everything okay? Hi, is baby. Hi, is baby. Thank you so much for joining. Please, it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to do anything. Okay? Okay, girl. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. But yeah, we need to make sure that you are okay. Baby is okay. Everyone of the family is okay. All right? Awesome. Thank you so much, Farah, always. So, she's getting better. I'm glad. Keep me posted, okay? Thank you so much for the repost. Thank you for always showing up. Sephora is absolutely amazing. You want to learn Spanish, go to her page. You want to learn how to navigate on this social media. You want to know how I'm good. You want to know how to get started on this social media space. She is so good at that. So make sure you connect with her right there. How are you doing on my YouTube side? Welcome in, everyone. How are you doing? How are you doing, girl? Yeah. How are you doing, right? So we're talking about, and don't mind the board. Forget about the messenger. Just focus on the message because we're going to be cleaning up this. We've been on a journey since Monday, showing up because we are on a financial freedom drive this July. So you're seeing me more frequently. It's going to be a little bit different in August because you'll see less of me. Okay? Yeah, but what is the financial freedom drive? It's a drive to help people gain financial education. When you gain financial education, our goal is to reduce crime. How do we reduce crime? Gaining financial education. Because when you are equipped and you are empowered financially, what's going to happen? You're going to gain something called financial freedom. And when you gain financial freedom, what's going to happen? When you gain financial freedom, poverty is going to go down. Thank you so much. Poverty is going to go down. With poverty going down, it means that crime is going to go down. Where there's poverty, there's also crime. I hope we understand that. Poverty and crime, they go hand in hand, okay? So since we understand that poverty and crime going hand in hand, so we're trying to reduce poverty, and that is the goal of the financial freedom drive that we're doing. And that's we're teaching people how to be more financially free. What are the steps, the exact step, $0 to $1 million, the exact step. And we are on step number 7. 2 more steps to go, right? And of course, the question might be ETF or real estate. How did we even come about that? That's all that we're going to be talking about. What is even ETF? You don't even know. Why do we say stop saving and start investing? Those are the things that we talk about. So we will start the class as soon as we tap out the live to 5,000. We'll step out the live to 5,000. We'll get started. Okay. Welcoming each and every one of us. Awesome. And for my YouTube community, so we always stream on 2 platforms per time. On my YouTube community, welcoming, drop where you're connecting from. We've had 60 countries represented in 11 days. 60 countries represented, the latest being Barbados. So if you're new here, drop where you're connected. Just put 1 in the comment and new, indicate where you're connecting from. We are on for country number 61, 62, 63. Maybe we can get to country number 100 this weekend. Wouldn't that be amazing? In the $1 million league. Awesome. Exactly, new today in the $1 million league. Absolutely, we've had like countries like Tanzania, Japan, Qatar, UAE. We've had, hello on reverse. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Where are you connecting from? Indicated. Make sure you click on that subscribe button. We're waiting on the YouTube, on the TikTok side to tap out the live, tap it out all the way to 5,000 taps, and then we get the class started. Today, Farm Live, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Angela, how are you doing? So good to have you. So good to have you. Where are you connecting from? By the way, guys, I'm asking where you're connecting from, and you're wondering why is she asking? Do we even know where she is? Well, I am in Texas, in United States, and of course, I'm Dr. Lina. I have my doctorate, so I'm not a doctor of medicine. I have my PhD in business and strategic business. Strategic Business and Information Management System. Emmanuel from UAE. Yes, UAE in the house. Awesome, awesome. So good to have you. Awesome. Let's keep tapping out the live. Let's keep tapping out the live. We'll get the class started as soon as we get to 5,000 taps and of course 50 shares. The earlier we get there, the better. And you've been sitting here and you're wondering, who is this lady? Yes, I'm Dr. Lina. And where is this community? What are we even talking about? This is the League of Millionaires, $1 million league. What does that mean? It's the people that anticipate, right, to become millionaires. And it's the group of people that have said some of them are already millionaires. Some of us are already millionaires, and some of us are just anticipating to become millionaires. So if your goal is to be a millionaire, right, in dollars, not another currency, in dollars. In dollars, okay? If your goal is to become a millionaire, make sure you click on that follow button and we will welcome you. Is this possible in Kenya? Of course, so far there is currency, there is a stock exchange in Kenya, right? Is there a Kenya stock exchange? So far you can trade in your country. So far you can what's it called? There's currency in your country. So far there's employment in your country. So there's income in your country. You understand why I say this, okay? When we get there. But by the way, guys, this is not get rich quick scheme, unfortunately. So if you think it's not, this is not about hypes. As a matter of fact, we are moderate risk investors, right? So we do not do things. We do not do risky plays. So moderates, we're not risk averse, because if we are risk averse, we will probably be saving. We are not high risk investors. We are moderate risk investors. We invest like a Warren Buffett. So if you don't know who Warren Buffett is, go Google him out, right? They call him the Lord of Investing. So we use strategies like Rule of 72, the 1% truth, understanding that when it comes to real estate is a part of it. ETF is a part of it. Businesses is a part of it. And most importantly, our income is also a part of it. Because except you won a jackpot, you got a generational wealth, right? Maybe you won a lottery. Some of us have not been lucky like that. No lottery, no generational wealth, or no inheritance. So we figured it out with our income, okay? So we teach you about how to increase your income, regardless of what country you are, right? Some people, theirs is they get scholarship, they free ride scholarship all the way to other countries. If something is not working in your country, then of course you're not a tree. Move, okay? Move and go to where it's going to work for you. Abu, your latest millionaire in town. Yes, there's Nairobi Stock Exchange. Of course, I know there is. My brother is married to a Kenyan, so I know there is. So far, every country has got their own stock exchange. Folks are overtaxed, low incomes, and cost of living is high. Exactly. Trust me, that's the same thing everywhere, even in the United States, okay? That's why you remove the im, okay, and think about the possible, all right? So, and of course, that's about my story. Betsy, latest millionaire in town. Very interested how exactly. Make sure you click on that follow button. That's a big dollar question. We're going to be talking about it shortly. So stick around, click on the follow button. If you're new here, this is the $1,000,000 leagues and all of my millionaire in town, all of my millionaires. How are you all doing today? Of course, those that have clicked on that follow button, just drop millionaire, just drop that MDL. Put MDL in the comment section or just swoop millionaires. Let me just love upon you guys today. Be here, latest millionaire in town. I have not been loving up on my millionaires, like those that have clicked on the follow button, the part of this community. Drop MDL, drop MDL, drop millionaire, right? Or just put your name right in front of it, like millionaire Dr. Lina, right? Millionaire Dr. Lina, MDL, Betty, millionaire Betty, awesome. Awesome. Let me love upon you. Most of the time we do it for the new community members, but let's do it. Let's all love up on the existing millionaires. It's not easy, okay? It's not easy, right? Because you as beautiful as, yes, millionaire B. Okay, that's what we're talking about. That is what we're talking about. Awesome, awesome. That's it. That is it. And this is not about three. Seriously, this is the fun part of it, right? It requires work, okay? Where's Millionaire Selfara? Where are you, Millionaire Selfara? Okay, just drop it in the comments. For those that have clicked on the follow button, make sure you are, let us welcome you. Let me have all of our millionaires on the red carpet. Let me have you guys here today. So just drop it in here, drop it in. Welcome in, welcome in. If you're new here, this is us, right? Millionaires, people that are aspiring to be one, or you are already a millionaire in dollars, right? So if that sounds like what you're looking, oh, yours might be like, you know what? I don't want to be a millionaire. I just want to end this paycheck to paycheck. Yours might be like, okay, you know what? I just want financial freedom, right? Become work optional. That's all that I'm looking for. Millionaire Sammy of life. That's it. That's it. That's what we're talking about. Where's Millionaire Nana? Okay, where are they? Where are they? All right. What's it called? All right. So if you're new here and you're wondering what to, make sure you click on that follow button. Let's welcome you to the community. This is the $1,000,000 League, the community of millionaires, people that are aspiring to become a millionaire, or you are already one. Okay, one person just crossed 500,000 and you've reset. Thank you so much for the roses, right? This is not about hypes, because you will get to it very soon. Remember to get your daily at me, guys. Let's keep tapping out the live. Let's share out the live. Let's not forget to do that, right? But while you're dropping, and if you're new, drop where you're connecting. Put one in the comment or just state I'm new, right? So that we can welcome you on the red carpet, right? Drop one or state I'm new. Also indicate the country where you're connecting from. And of course, we are already at 60 countries in 11 days. 60 countries represented. Latest being Barbados, right? Is it Barbados? Exactly. Barbados. Okay, Barbados. Okay. That's the country, the latest country that is represented within this community. So if you're new here, drop one in the comments. And you're wondering, what are we talking about? Number one, you want to start. It starts with number one, your income. Then what you do with that, your income really matters. Stop saving, okay? Stop saving. All right? Stop saving. When you stop saving, what do you have to do? Start investing. And what do you invest in? ETF. What do you invest in? Real estate. What do you invest in? Businesses, right? Goal is financial freedom. How do you gain that financial freedom? The exact 9 step is what we are teaching all through this week. You liked and subscribed. Thank you so much. Latest millionaire in town, Simon. Welcome in. Yes, thank you so much. How are you? And that's on the YouTube side. Let's keep tapping out the live. We'll get the class started. We are right now on step number 7, which is invest in real estate. Step number 6 is invest in ETF. Okay. And of course, I'm going to be touching if you missed the 1 till now, I'm going to be starting all over again from 1 through 9. Okay, but first we're going to finish from 7 through 9. So there are 9 steps journey, 0 to become a millionaire. And you might be some of us just don't have the belief. How is that even possible? I'm even still barely surviving, and then you're telling me that you can become a millionaire. First thing first is that know that it starts with your mind. If your mind cannot perceive it, you cannot achieve it, right? This is not about motivation, it's the reality, okay? Because let me tell you something, even with my own income as vice president of technology, as a professor teaching AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, I still did not gain financial freedom. Okay, all right. I still did not. Real estate professor, welcome in. Thank you for getting your daily at me. Did I miss a millionaire? No, I did not. Welcome in. All right, Nathan. Yeah, so it starts with your mind. All right. It's not a lot of times, it's not about that income, it's about what you do with that income. However, the income is also very, very a big part of this. Master Dan, welcome in. The income is always also a part of this one way or the other. Thank you so much. Welcome in the latest millionaire in town, Master Dan. Awesome. Yeah, the income is also, it's a two-way thing when it comes to the income. Income, the higher that income, right? When your income is here and your expense is here. Sephora level 13 in the room. Awesome. Say, when your income is here and your expense is here, you see the gap here, that is your wealth. That's your wealth. Okay? That's your wealth too. What you do with this is what is going to determine if you're going to gain financial freedom in 10 years or you don't even get financial freedom in 65 years. And we have our latest millionaire in town, Baba K. Welcome in. Welcome in, Baba K, the latest millionaire in town. Awesome. So this gap that you see here, right? The wider the gap, the quicker your financial freedom, the easier you get to that $1 million status. So what is this? Right? This is income. This is your expense, right? If your income is there and your expense is here, that's why you have some people, high income earners, right? Their expenses, or they're living the luxury lifestyle and all of that. They have nothing left. Thank you so much for the Go Popular. Nothing left. What's going to happen? They're not building wealth. That's why they will keep working to 65 and still not gain financial freedom. However, even if your income is here and your expense is here and you have this gap, okay? Then and you invest this, you will see your life turn around. You will see differences in your finances. Every latest millionaire in town, welcome in. Now, but why I always push that, let that income go up, but keep that expense here. You see the wider it is. If you take this whole bunch and you put it straight into investing, that is the formula, okay? That is the formula. There's no other formula around it. The second thing is, if your income is here and the gap is so wide, no matter how wide it is, and you dump it into saving, unfortunately, you're still not going to build wealth. Because savings, and I'm going to show it to you with the rule of 72, depending on your interest, take number 72 divided by the rate of return on investment, your ROR, rate of return, or interest rate, call it whatever. They're almost the same thing depending on the scenario where you put it. Okay, business in your savings account, or on a business. Okay, on a business, or in on real estate or whatever. So that's almost the same thing. That return, if you put a 72 divided by that number, you would realize the gap that we're talking about. So let's keep tapping out the line, because it will tell you how long it takes your money to double. And the longer it takes your money to double, the much more delay that you have. You're delayed in gaining financial freedom. Let's keep tapping out the live. We get the class started. Today's class started as soon as we get a 5,000 taps. Let's keep tapping. If you are new here, you'll be sitting there for 2 minutes. 2 minutes, okay? Click on that follow button. You'll be sitting here for 2 minutes. John Zopia on the welcome in. How are you doing? Make sure you click on the subscribe button. Where are you connecting from? If you'll be sitting there for 2 minutes, 2 minutes, okay? Click on that follow button and let's keep tapping out the live. We'll get the class started. Get your pen and paper ready. For those that are new here, if you're new, drop one in the comments. I am new. Today is your first time, so we can know if you're going to go back all the way. It's from the USA. We're part of USA. I am in Texas, in the United States. Yeah. So we'll know who, if you're new, drop one. You're new, you want to learn the 9 steps process. 9 steps, right? 9-step process. The 9-step process, steps to building wealth. 9-step process is from 0 to 1 million. If you want to know, drop one in the comment section. You are new here, drop one. Right, or you just say I'm new, also indicate where you're connecting from. Let's keep tapping out the live. Thank you, Lord Grace, but thank you for doing that. Let's keep tapping out the lives. Okay, Tico is new. MD, that's Maryland. Awesome. Emmanuel, how are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Where are you also connecting from? Augustina, awesome. You're also new. For all, yeah, let's keep dropping in. You're new, drop one in the comment. Welcome into the Atlanta. Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for the repost. Master Dan is also new. That is great. Awesome, awesome. Keep dropping. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Tico just followed latest millionaire in town. Awesome. Who else? Are we saying that everybody here is already a millionaire? You're already a part of us. You've joined us from the beginning till now. So doesn't mean that every other person that's here, you already know step 1 to 7. You know step 1 to 7. Say I know. If you do not know step 1 to 7, drop one. It means that, I do not know. So if you are new here, drop one. Okay, from Ghana, awesome. From Ghana, okay, great, awesome. Keep dropping it. Tico, welcome in. And for all those people that are new, click on the follow button, click on that plus sign now so that we can welcome you. Gilbert, welcome in, Gilbert. Let me also know where you're connecting from. Georgia, awesome, the part of Georgia, that's beautiful. We're going to, Samuel, just click on that follow button, welcome in. On the red carpet, on the millionaires red carpet, latest millionaire in town, Samuel, welcome in. Awesome, from Ghana. Ghana was number 6 here. Interestingly, we have my Ghanaians here. Gilbert, latest millionaire in town. Yeah, let's remember to get our daily at me as well. Welcoming everyone. We're going to be starting the class very soon. We start the class, so you would see that this life is a bit different. This is class, okay? This is not your regular life. Get your pen and paper ready, because whatever you're about to learn, it's going to be life-changing, right? We are on a financial freedom journey. Welcome in, Gilbert. We're on a financial freedom drive this whole of July. So you're seeing me more frequently this July. August, you see less of me, because we're doing a financial freedom, financial freedom campaign, okay? Drive campaign, call it whatever. And what does this mean? We are teaching people, we are educating people about their finances, giving financial education for free. That's what we're doing. What does this help you to do? When you gain when you have financial education, you're going to gain financial freedom, because you're going to do better with your money. You're going to grow your money. You're not going to be saving your money, but you will start investing, right? So that's what we're doing. Once that happens, when you gain financial freedom, it triggers something. It's going to reduce poverty. It's going to limit that paycheck to paycheck. It's going to also reduce your financial stress, and that is our goal. But our main goal is one thing: to reduce crime, because when poverty goes down, there's also crime is likely going to go down. Poverty and crime, they go hand in hand. So that is the ultimate goal, right? So that is exactly what we're trying to help as many people gain financial education. So click on the follow button. On Monday through the end of the month, 12 days, we're going to be having a 12 days money wealth building challenge from Monday. So if you have not clicked on that follow button, you don't want to miss that challenge. We've done 21 days media money reset, life changing. We've done 31 days in December. For the new year 2026, it was life changing. So click on the follow button, and then we will start the live we'll start teaching as soon as we get to 5,000 tabs and, of course, 50 shares, right? Press my forehead on the screen, share out the live, tap out the live, get your daily at me if you haven't gotten your daily at me. Let's remember to all get our daily at me if you haven't gotten your daily at me. If you have been sitting here for 2 minutes, it looks like, what does she mean by stop saving? If all that you're doing with saving, right, you want to learn why to stop saving. If yours is, you know what, they're talking about investing, you don't know how to go about investing, stick around because you're about to learn that. You don't know what is ETF, or you know ETF, you don't know how to get started, right? Make sure you click on that follow button. And also turn on notification bell so you know anytime we are live, you don't miss any of those classes. Real estate is also a part of this whole journey, right? This millionaire status, and when we're saying $1 million status, we're saying 10 years or less. And then I see some people would say, oh, well, now she's capping. How is that even possible? Yes. How is that even possible? It is very possible because people are doing it on a regular, people are doing it on a daily basis. If I tell you that $27.40 a day, if you put it away, that is $10,000 a year. Put that together for 10 years, that is 100,000. If you leave it for about 20 years, right? Guess what? That is going to give you, that's going to give you $1.6 million, right? That is just one of the strategies that we teach right here. But a lot of people spend more than $27. The lunch money, the coffee, between lunch and coffee, they spend that every single day, not knowing that that is their millionaire, their $1 million status they're spending away. Okay, let's keep tapping out the life. So that's part of the strategy, and we are talking about 9 steps, $0 to $1 million, exact step, 9-step journey. Okay, that's going to help you. So we'll get the class started. The earlier we start tapping, right, the quicker we can get there. Okay. The earlier we start tapping, the quicker we get there. Let's keep tapping out the life so that we can get it all started. If you want to start learning these old steps, let's get it started. All right, let's get it started. Thank you all for tapping out the live. Lynn said, thank you for tapping out the live. If all of us are tapping out, we get it to 5,000. The reason why we always say that is because a lot of time, and you're going to see it shortly, some people are going to come in after this, once we get started, and they would say, oh, Dr. Lina, can you repeat yourself? Dr. Lina, can we start all over again? Like Dr. Lina is AI. Dr. Lina this is not pre-recorded, this is live, okay? So I want everybody to come in, lock in, okay? And then we get started. So one of the things, if you're new here, one of the things that awesome, 100% awesome. So click on the follow button. If you're new here, drop 1. I'm new, drop 1. Let's welcome you on the red carpet. So there's 5 steps that we start with, that's part of our culture here within the $1 Million League. The number 1 is that once you come in, stay 1 to 2 minutes. Lisa, latest millionaire in town. So stay 1 minute or 2, look at the board or listen to what we're saying. If it looks like what you're looking for, click on the follow button right there. And then you would see that for everyone that clicks that follow button, we try to welcome them on the red carpet of millionaires, because there's a reason why we do that. There's power of life and death in the tongue. When we say that, right, we are welcoming you to the club. That's 1. Number 2 is that we expect you to for you to tap out the live. We won't start the live until we get to 5,000 taps. And Rashida, latest millionaire in town. Awesome. So you tap out the live. Once we get to 5,000 tap, we get the class started. Number 3 is get your daily at me. If you can, 1 penny, it costs you 1 penny. And of course, get your daily at me. It shows that you're a fan of this community. Number 4, press our forehead on the screen, right, and share out the live. It shows that you are also giving back to the society. You care for your fellows as well. You don't want to be the only one to become a millionaire. You want your brothers and sisters to also be a part of, becoming that in that $1 million journey. Linsec, thank you so much for tapping out that life, and everyone tapping out the life. Once we get 5,000 tap, we'll get started. Repost help this life as well. Go Populars help this life as well. If you can fill up the gift gallery, right, that would also be perfect. That would be great. That's much appreciated. That is also you helping us, helping the drive. Then two most important things. Prissy, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Awesome. Now, last two things that are very important that you probably will not see in other places. Get your pen and paper ready. Most importantly, whatever you're going to be learning today, trust me, it costs thousands of dollars. Like, these are things that you would typically pay thousands of, and you would see it in the next couple of months. You pay thousands of dollars to learn it, but we are doing a financial freedom drive and teaching it for free. So take advantage of it. Take your pen and paper, and value it and execute. Then lastly, it's going to be a two-way conversation. So I'll ask question, you would respond from time to time, okay? I'll ask question, you respond from time to time. So just so we engage, it's also it's a way of also enforcing knowledge and also impacting knowledge, okay? I'm not here to entertain, I'm here to empower you and also educate you, okay? So welcome in, and we are still at 4,000 taps. We are still at 4,000 tap. Let's get it to 5,000 tap. If all of us are tapping out the live, we will get to 5,000 taps quickly. Okay, so let's get it. In the interim, I will get it. I will get the introduction started. Are we tapping out the live? If you're new, drop one in the comment section. Are we tapping out the live? Let's keep tapping out the live. Awesome. All right. And for those that just meeting me, so we're going to be getting it started. Emmanuel, thank you so much for tapping out the live, and everyone doing that for the family. Also, so if you are just meeting me, by the way, for those that are just meeting me, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology, and I help professionals turn their income into real wealth. I'm not a doctor of medicine. I'm a doctor of business. So my day job, I'm a vice president of technology, obviously, because I have my doctorate and my master's in strategy, business, and information management system. At the same time, I also teach in the college as a professor, teaching AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system. But I'm also an economist because my bachelor's is in economics and also a chartered accountant. And I have been in the corporate world for close to 2 decades, and I've also been investing for that amount of period as well. I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolios. So you would see that I probably will be teaching you both property management side. You'll be hearing some very beautiful and horror story as well. Okay, you probably have seen some on my page. Beautiful and horror story at the same time. But why are you still investing? Right? That's a beautiful part of it. You use a welcome in latest millionaire in town. Yeah. Wow, thank you so much. But with all the wows and the has, right? All the wows and the has, you're beautiful, you're Dr. Lina, right? With her economics knowledge and as the professor, economics knowledge and a chartered accountant and everything, right? She still did not gain financial freedom because she was putting her money in saving. Hey, Tobago, welcome in. Yeah. User, welcome in as well, right? So the first thing is stop saving, right? Because I was putting my money in savings. So I'll do something quickly as we're tapping while we're waiting on Antigua. Antigua. Was Antigua already represented here? Yes, Antigua. No, Antigua is country number 61. Number 61 in 12 days. Is it 12 days or 13 days now? 61 countries represented in 61 days. What do you think about VOVTI? And absolutely good. Okay? Yeah, they're all good. Okay? They're all good. So, the first thing first, right? One thing is, let me just quickly tell you something. If you're saving your money in the bank, you are saving, if this is what you're doing, you're actually not building wealth, right? You're not building wealth. How do you build? Because there's something called the rule of 72. It tells you how long it takes your money to double. So if your interest is if your interest is 1%, it means that it's going to take you 72 years for whatever money to double. For your money in the bank, most of the time, if this is your interest that you're getting from the bank, it's simply whatever you sign up with that bank, whatever you're saying is that anytime they give you 1% return, it's going to take you 72 years to double. If that sounds good, hi, how are you? Yeah, if that sounds like what you are looking for, if this sounds good, it means that let's assume they put $1,000 at the age of 20. It means that for that $1,000 to become $2,000, it means that your money is, it simply means that 1,000 to become 2,000. It's going to take, you will be 92 years for this 1,000 to become 2,000. A 20 plus 72, 92. Okay, that's exactly what you're saying right here. All right. And let's keep tapping out the live. Welcome in everyone. Welcome in everyone. So savings is not even an option, right? And most of the banks don't even do 1%. They even do lesser than that. But if you put it in investing, the numbers can change. And then in 7 years and 2 months, right? You'll see that you're going to build wealth. You start building wealth because it means that you see where you put your money really matters. Where you put your money matters. If you put it in, this is savings account, this is an investment. You can see the difference. Can you see the difference? 10 times. You would have doubled 7 times 10. You'd have doubled your money 10 times, right? Before, your money is at the bank, right? This is where I say do not put your money in the bank. Don't put your money in savings account. Yoshiki, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. So understand this, and this is savings. This is savings. This is investing. So yes, there's also risk. Oh, thank you so much. Queen all reviews. Latest millionaire in town. So understand this. Whenever I say stop saving, that's what it simply means. Stop saving. Now, I hope we all agree on that now. If you're still going to be saving, let me know. New world, latest millionaire in town. And let's keep tapping out the live. Let's keep tapping out. Get your daily at me. Welcome in everyone. Get your pen, queen of reviews. Oh, yes, leave us a review, okay? It seems like you all do reviews. So 72 years versus 7.2 years. You see these little things. These are things that you do not. A lot of people do not know, right? This is how long it takes your money. This is how long it takes your money to double, okay? Go and check it. How long does it take money to double? The rule of 72, okay? The rule of 72, how long it takes money to double. It's almost like compounding, okay? Let's put it here. So you will not say it's Dr. Lina creating that. What is this? The rule of 72. So go on Google. There's so many BS on the social media space. But when you look at it, make sure you understand all of the things like this, right? Things like this help you to understand the rule of 72. Learn how to double your money with compound interest, okay? So it basically takes 72 and divide it by the interest that you're getting it could be rate of return, it could be the ROI, return on investment, or it could be interest rate. They're the same thing depending on the place it plays. Interest rate is on your savings account, ROI is on your investment, return on investment. Rate of return is also on businesses, okay? So the next time somebody comes to say come and invest, ask them what is the ROI, what is the rate of return, what is the interest rate, right? And when your bank is telling you, oh, it's okay for you to save your money, ask them, okay, what is the return? How many years? Based on the rule of 72? This is just an easy way, instead of you using compound interest calculator. And if you do not know what the compound interest, things about compound interest, okay, let me show you. Let's say, I'm starting the wrong way. This is not the right way that I start the class, but I just want us to, let's keep tapping out the live. If you're new here, click on that follow button. And we have not gotten to 5,000 taps. Let's keep tapping out the live. The real question, are you a millionaire? Do you really, what do you think? Okay, what do you think? You're very correct. I started investing recently and I now understand. Okay, I now understand. That is great. Vitality, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Latest millionaire in town. Okay, so let's see. Let's put this here. User, wait, are you trying to scam us here? That's why you're asking that question. Okay. What was the Ovi? How are you? So I was going to show you compound interest calculator. Okay. Once we get, okay, now we're at 5,000. Let's also power share. Let's power share. Let's repost. Thank you all for doing that. Let's power share. Let's repost. Remember to get your daily at me. Remember to get your daily at me, guys. So this is not the one. I'm looking for the where is the okay, so just see, this is investor, the calculator. So compound interest calculator, always take the pain. You work so hard, and I know that a lot of people are on multiple shifts, so you don't have the time to do all those things. Ovi, thank you so much for tapping out that live. Awesome. So can you see, just type compound interest calculator N57 latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Can you see compound interest calculator? And this one that you click, the first one that you see right there, that is the Security and Exchange Commission. That is the entire US Security and Exchange Commission. So if you do not believe anything on social media, that's why I always say, make sure you validate. I teach you to fish, I don't give you fish, right? Because you can always find things by yourself. You can also always validate things by yourself. So if you see this is compound interest calculator. You can actually put your numbers in there. Can you see initial investment? You can put your monthly contribution. You can put your length of years, estimated interest rate variance and all of that. And you do the calculation right there, right? You do your calculation right there, okay? This is security. So you can see it is, can you see the logo of the US government backed? So whatever data you get in here, right? Even if it looks like, oh, this number doesn't look correct, it's probably you inputted the wrong numbers. But the calculator this is actually correct. And there's some other things that can also educate you right there. What was that? There was what's it called? You can also take the compound interest quiz that is there, right there, okay? You can take that and just, you see the quiz and the knowledge. And another time, I'm going to be, maybe during this week, we're going to be doing this calculation using maybe your pension account, real life numbers, right? Your pension account, your Roth IRA, your 401k, you want to know the retirement number, or you want to know what to put in your brokerage account, how to calculate it backwards, we'll do that, okay? All right, thank you so much. Let's keep tapping out the live. If you're new here, you'll be sitting here for more than 2 minutes. You're new here. Make sure you click on the follow button. If you're also new here, drop one. Let's welcome you. Drop one. And for my people on my YouTube side, how are you doing? Drop where you're connecting from. Click on that follow button. And Cardi has watched for 100 minutes. Awesome. Thank you so much for the roses, queen of reviews. Awesome. Let's keep tapping out there. Let's not forget to get our daily at me. Let's get our daily at me. If you're new here, click on that follow button. And who just got his daily at me? Somebody just did that. Oh, queen of reviews. Welcome to the family. Awesome. That's how it's been done. Awesome. And if you're new here, click on the follow button. Let's welcome you on the red carpet. Stop sitting on the window, right? You're a millionaire. Come straight to the front door, and park your car on the valet side, okay? Let us usher you in. You are new here. Nana, welcome in. Nana, welcome in. Make sure you click on that follow button. Also indicate where you're connecting from. Now, this is just the rule of 72, right? If you understand the rule of 72 and you feel that is a good way for you, put rule of 72 in the comment section. Now we're going to be talking about the exact you're following already. Awesome, great, good job. See, not the latest, millionaire Nana. Yes, millionaire Nana in town. Welcome in. All right. Oh, thank you so much, queen of reviews. Awesome. So let's continue. So the 9 steps, it's a 9-step journey, okay? Thank you so much. There's a 9 step journey, okay, when it comes to 0 to 1 million. A 9 step journey. And when we say million, I'll be sharing with my friend. Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. Sharing helps. Reposting helps. Daily at me helps. Go popular helps. All of those things that you do really helps. Thank you all for doing that because you're also blessing some others. Okay. Queen of reviews is just saying, I'm going to gift everything on that gallery. Everything. Thank you so much for doing that. And this is so valuable to me. I have to gift everything on that gallery. Awesome. Now, great. So there is a 9 step, and we started these on Monday. A 9 step, and I'll quickly, because if you are new here, drop one. If you have been here since Monday, say just put OG. You have been here since Monday when we started the series. Put OG. It means that you are an original, okay? All right. Mind your prostate health. Ooh, okay. I love that. Welcome in. All right, welcome in. Okay, you're new here, so you have not been here since Monday because it's a 9 step process, and I will quickly go through it. Right? I want to know how many people. Yeah, welcome in. Right? How many people do we have here that are new here? If you're new, you've not joined because we started this series 0 to 1 million exact plan. We started it on Monday. If you're new, drop one. Let us so that I will know who we are going to be. Otherwise, we'll just continue with the class. We'll continue with the class without, okay. Queen of reviews is new. Okay, user is new. Eri is new. Who else? And you new and you also want to learn, okay? Because some people don't want to learn. Augustine, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. You're new and you just want to learn the exact plan, 0 to 1 million. All right, okay. Perfect. So guys that have been here since Monday, please, is it okay? You remember we don't leave any soldier behind, aka any millionaire in town. Any millionaire, we don't leave any millionaire behind. So we're going to go, I'll make it quick and then we'll recap after. Is that okay? Is that okay? Let's keep tapping out the live. Thank you so much for the repost. You guys are doing absolutely amazing. Yeah, repost helps us live. Go popular to help us as well. Remember to get your daily admin if you have not done that, so that it shows that you are a fan of this community. Also, we have the community avatar, which is millionaire right there. So if you can fill the gift card, that'll be great. So for the purpose of the people, for the millionaires that are not here since Monday, we're going to just do a quick recap. If I go really fast, I'm still going to go back to it later tonight and tomorrow. It's because we are wrapping up this series by tomorrow. So between now, tonight, and tomorrow, you should be able to get what you need. Does that sound like a plan? Okay? All right. Perfect. Now, and please, it's a two-way conversation. Always respond. Okay, we keep tapping out the live. You are locked in. Let's keep tapping out the live. Once the class gets started, keep tapping out the live. If you hate 2 minutes, click on the follow button. Keep tapping out the live. Get your pen and paper ready. And it's going to also be a two-way conversation. I'll ask you a question. You would also respond. So if you have heard this before, now this is a trial. You have heard this before, and this is mostly for the people that are new, okay? Whereby they tell you, you know what, go to school, get a job, work hard, and of course, life is going to be good, right? Your life is going to be beautiful. If you've heard that before, say yes, okay? If you have not ever heard that before, say no. Go to school, get a job, and of course, life is going to be beautiful. Or, you are made, you are okay, right? Okay, yes, you've heard that. Queen has heard that. Eri has heard that. User has heard that as well. Yeah, okay? All right, who else? So if you have not heard that, say no as well. So you've never heard that before, say no. All right. Now, what that statement that we just talked about, in real life, you've gone to school, you've worked hard, you've got a job, how is it when it comes to that? Is it really real? Life is really good. Like, it's seamless. The paycheck, everything is good. You're not having any financial, everything is just perfect. You can retire, you can be financially free at age 35 or 40 or 55. Is that true? Driving home, doctor. Okay, awesome. Omovi, awesome. Yes, thank you. All right. Yeah. Is that what it is? If it is, say yes. If it's not, put no. Or they scammed us. Right? If it's real, whatever they said, is it working out as they planned? If it's like that, if it's not, say no. All right. Okay, remember it's a two-way thing. That statement, if it becomes the in terms of reality, you've heard the statement, go to school, get a job. Life is beautiful right after. You don't even have to stress yourself at all. If really in reality it's not, okay, all right. Augustine said it's not. Who else? Who else? Queen, right? Yeah, all the people that said, all the airy, right? User, okay, is Augustine said is not, okay. So, and really that's the reality. So one of the things that they taught us is you all they portray an image of income equals wealth. Okay? So because what I just said, go to school, get a job, life is going to be, so it should be automatically income equals wealth. But in real sense, income does not equal wealth, guys. Income does not equal wealth. And that's why you've done everything. You're already a computer engineer, and then, of course, you're still being laid off. You're a software engineer, and you're wondering, I spent so many years, and you're a medical doctor, and you're burnout, right? Because you're doing morning shift, afternoon shift, and you're still on call, and you're wondering, what did I even do? Okay, you're still not able to have control over your time. And let's keep tapping out the life. I know we are locked in. I know this was going to happen as soon as we get the class started. Income does not equal wealth. As a matter of fact, we have five types of wealth. We have money wealth, which is the investment and all of this. Time wealth, which is the financial freedom, living life at your own term. We have health wealth, right? Which is, of course, if health fails, every other thing fails. Of course, we have peace wealth, all those emergency fund, you have been able to sleep with two eyes closed, probate, all those living trust, LLC, all those kind of things. And of course, we have social wealth. Social wealth, you are as, your value is the worth of, the people within your corner. Your network is your network. Your network is your net worth. Okay, so it tells you something, right? That is also social wealth. All right, so it definitely tell you money, right? Income, which is money, is just a type of wealth. User, welcome in. Awesome. So understand this: income does not equal wealth. But however, this is all that they taught us. This is where, but interestingly, income is just a starting point to wealth building. Income. So except you got an inheritance, or you won jackpot or lottery, this is where your wealth is going to start from. This is number one. And most of the people fall in this category because I wasn't lucky enough to get the inheritance. Neither did I. I don't even play lottery. So I do not, this is not even in my list. Oleps, how are you doing? Barry, see it, welcome in. SBO, welcome in. How are you doing? So income, inheritance, so it starts with your income. But a lot of times, this is where, yeah, I'm well. So good to see you. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. So a lot of time so number one thing first is that since this is the foundation of your wealth, right? You want to increase that income. So the higher this income, right? The higher the income, oh, thank you. The higher the income, the and you keeping the expense. This is the expense side of it. This gap is your wealth. Okay? What you do, this gap is your wealth too. This is this is the income. This is your expenses, right? You see this gap here, up here to down here. That is your wealth tool. What you do with it really matters, okay? So you want to get this income. How do you get this, increase this income? There are different ways you can actually you don't have to go back to college. College is like the basic way. You can get a skill, right? Or you can go to college. But let's say, assume that you already have your basic first degree or something, right? You can actually, instead of you saying that you need to get additional college degree, thank you so much for getting your daily admin, right? Instead of you getting additional college degree or going back to school or all of those. Just get a certification. 15 years ago, I did the same thing. If you heard my background, my bachelor's is in economics. So I'm an economist and also I'm a chartered accountant. But then my day job is vice president of technology. It means that there is a gap. But that gap was not as a result of, right? There's a disconnect. Finance to technology, there's a disconnect. That gap is not as a result of going back to college. That gap was as a result of a certification. I simply took a certification under $500. That's the cost, and under 5 months, I increased my income by $30,000, and I was able to pivot to technology in from finance, from corporate finance to technology, in an oil and gas organized institution. Okay, so that is one way, a certification. Okay, that's it. And I never went for my master's or my doctorate until 6 years after, right? So increase your income through the cheapest way, best return on investment. Okay. The other way is that you can supplement your income. What are the other ways? What are the other things? I don't want to go back to school. I don't want to take certification. You can actually do things like, maybe rental arbitrage. You can do Toro. You can be a wealth coach. There's a knowledge that you have that you can actually share, that you can monetize your skill and your knowledge. That's another thing. And if you must go back to college, explore the option of scholarships before, right? Before you start thinking of student loans and all of those kind of things that people get to do. Thank you so much for the roses, right? All the other things that people try to, instead of you getting student loan, explore the option of scholarship. The other day we had Dr. Fatima, who is a professor, who is the director of admissions and a scholarship in UCLA or University of California, right? She came to teach us and tell us that there's so many scholarships in millions that is unclaimed every single year. You just need to understand that process. And yes, I'm not in the United States, but my country is not, the economy in my country, my leaders, all of those kind of things. You can apply for those things and you can increase, that's an avenue to get out, okay? An avenue to get out and increase your income. So, like my friend that asked earlier, can you do this in Kenya, right? If, and you gave me so many reasons why a lot of things are off in Kenya, that's the same thing. This could be the case in so many other countries as well. All you have to do is remove the impossibility, remove the in front of it and make it possible. If there's something that is holding you back in terms of your income, if the income is limiting you, right? Just the same way finance income had a cap, right? It was limiting me. I pivoted to technology, okay? Just the same way, if your country or your leader is something that is limiting you, then you figure out a way to remove them and still get you wherever you want to go. So that's one way. And for those already in the career perspective, right? I'm saying this because I've been in the career world for corporate America for close to 2 decades, okay? And of course, my day job is vice president of technology. Always think about negotiating your pay with your employer. Don't just think about, oh, you know what? My pay, it's okay or whatever. Highest you get is 3%. If they cannot, think outside. Coming from, and I can tell you this, coming from somebody that moved close to like 5 to 6 times in almost 2 decades of my career, I'll tell you it's one of the best decisions I've taken. One of the best decisions I've taken, because I probably would not be a vice president of technology today if I was just in one company growing all the way that way, because it wouldn't have been that quick. So think about, if you have to think of pivoting and moving out just to be able to get your promotion, because when you get that promotion, you get your increase. So if your promotion is not coming within, think outside. Otherwise, if you like that company, think of open job posting, right, within your organization, get the skill that is needed and apply for those jobs and get some promotions right there. Okay, so ultimately you want to see how you're going to increase this income, and yours might be, I'm just going to do, what are the other things that I can do to add up to this income? You see the reason why I so much focus on this income, because when this income is here and you have the financial education to know that, you're not going to spend your income or you spend your money on depreciating lifestyle liability. Thank you so much for getting your daily at me, right? For spending so much time, spending your money on things that are not needed. when you know that you are not spending so much time, you get a financial education that, you know what, a Gucci shirt and a regular, what's the other one? A regular Old Navy shirt. They're almost the same thing. Let me know. It's just that they wrote Gucci in front of one and they wrote Old Navy on the other one. A white shirt is just a white shirt. And if you think about that, okay, right, eat that way, okay, because you know that your goal is to build wealth, not to act wealthy. You want to be wealthy, not to act wealthy. What that is going to help you to reduce your cost, right? Reduce your lifestyle, okay? And then keep this income here. You see, and then you're taking this gap that you see here and see it as a well to do it for 10 years, do it for 5 years, delay the gratification, and you can buy your Gucci or buy your Louis Vuitton, okay, or MS, right, with the asset later, okay, with the asset later. I'm not saying you should not buy if that's what you so love, but delay it for a little bit, okay? Thank you all. Let's keep tapping out the live. Let's get our daily at me. Let's also power share. If you've been sitting there for 2 minutes, click on the follow button. 2 minutes, click on the follow button. It looks like what you are looking for. Now we are on income. It's a 9-step journey. 9-step journey. Sita, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Welcome in. If you have been sitting there for 2 minutes, right? You know that this is value to you. Also, thank you all for getting your daily admin. So that income is very, very important. Thank you also for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Also, repost help this life. Go popular to help this life. You know, if you can give the gallery, that would absolutely be appreciated. 2 minutes, okay? Take 2 minutes. You should be able to know what is good for you. Is this what you're looking for? Click on that follow button and let's welcome you on the red carpet. Yes, latest millionaire in town. Absolutely. Exactly. This is so enlightening. Exactly, Nana. I am so glad. Exactly. And that's the goal. That is the goal. Thank you. I love that. Awesome. Hey, Andrew, it's been a minute. LD Glow, latest millionaire in town. Awesome. Yeah. And Healthy Glow, like we were saying, you might have your normal job and the Healthy Glow, which I want to believe is some form of, whatever you do when it comes to health might also be the side, okay? And it might also be the main. So far that income, right? Keep it here. It's not time to, and keep this expense here. The gap here, a lot of times the middle class are my professionals, okay? Yeah, it's been interesting down here, yeah. I hope all is well. The income here and the expense here, the minute you see those white gap, that's your well tool. Income, expense. This gap is it's going to be that's your financial freedom number, okay? That's your financial freedom number, okay? Thank you so much. Oh, Nana just did that avatar. That's our latest avatar. That is our latest avatar, millionaire. That beauty avatar you see right there, it's called millionaire, and it's for every one of us within this community. All of the millionaires in town. Awesome. Well, I love it. I love the avatar a lot. It's so beautiful, and at the same time, I love the name as well. Millionaire. Okay, it's not easy, and it's in dollars. Okay. All right. So income is the first thing. All right. That is the first step in you want to get to that $1 million status in 10 years. This is this is going to make you or break you. So understand that. The second thing that we're going to go into now, a lot of people miss this fixing. It is called the fix your finances, fix your foundation. Put it in the comments. Fix your foundation. Thank you all. Let's keep tapping out the live. I know we're locked in. So number one is income, but the next three that we're going to be talking about, it's called fix your foundation. So think about a house, and let me see if I can find it here. Think about a house. Oh, yes, this is made by my son, and he made it in church. All right, this is a house, right? Have you ever seen a house? Okay, let's think about it. This is a house. If it doesn't have a foundation, okay, this is the foundation. Let's assume that this house doesn't have a foundation and you start building on it. What's going to happen? Yeah, that's creative. Yes, they do that in the church with them a lot, right? What's going to happen? This is the foundation. You just start building on it without a foundation. What's going to happen to the house? I bet it's going to crumble, right? Yeah, it's going to crumble. So that's why the nest, so it's going to collapse. Exactly. It's going to collapse. That's why we have to fix the foundation. And trust me, a lot of times, this is where a lot of people miss it. Okay? Thank you so much, Queen of Reviews. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's going to collapse. I like it when we engage. So let's always engage. If you're sitting here for more than 2 minutes, click on the follow button. So put it in the comment, fix your foundation, right? You cannot just start building without the foundation. So fix your foundation. Let's put it in the comments. Fix your foundation. All right. Reason why I always say type it. When you type it, your chances of that sticking in your memory, you retain that in your memory when you type it. Fix your foundation. Thank you so much, Nana. Right? You would remember it when you type it. That's why I always ask for us to type it. Dr. Titi, welcome in. How are you doing? Awesome. So income. So the second thing, how do you fix your foundation? Thank you all for typing that in and tapping it out. The second, what is number first thing? Elder growth. Thank you so much. Number two is the first step of fixing foundation. Number one, and I'll put it A. Okay, is have your emergency fund. Okay, have your emergency fund. That's the first thing. So we build an emergency fund. Okay, somebody put it in the comment section. Emergency fund. What is an emergency? Thank you so much for the repost. What is an emergency fund? Emergency fund is simply for emergency. Emergency. It's basically for emergency. Okay, it's basically for emergency. And really, you can say more than that. It's for emergency, period. That's what it is. All right. So what does this mean in real life? Like in real life, what does this mean? It simply means that you need to have funds available in a case of an emergency. We know that at times life happens, right? I call my existency fund. That's beautiful. Exactly. Right? Existency fund, emergency fund. But the thing about it, car breaks down. Exactly. There's a job loss. There's an health issue. Something that is outside of your normal life. Right? Your normal life is your rent, your mortgage, your bills, insurance, all that thing. But guess what? Something as job loss, something as major car repair, something as little as health, whatever, right? It can actually throw your finances off, right? That is what emergency fund is. And most of the time, people don't have an emergency fund. And why is this part of fixing your foundation? If you do not have, hey, Wemi, how are you doing? If you do not have an emergency fund, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? In a case of emergency, what's going to happen is that you are going to go into debt, right? Because remember, you're paying your bills, right? All your money is already taking your bills. It is called exactly a safety net. Thank you. That's the right word. Yeah, a safety net. Thank you. I love it. I love the engagement in the room. Thank you so much. Yes, you go into debt. Okay, you would start using your credit card. You start using, you could go and take loan. That credit card, it's at high interest. That debt you want to get is at high interest. So it's going to be putting more holes in your, first of all, emergency is already a hole in the pocket because it's not planned. It's just your daily whatever. Now, it now makes it worse when you are now taking those credit cards at 26%. You are maxing it out. You are taking debt at, payday loan, crazy payday loan at crazy interest rate. So something where it's supposed to be $5,000, you're ending up with $7,000. $2,000 that you would have used towards investing, you're using it towards paying off debt. Okay, and let's start tapping out the live. Let's reset the live. I know we are all locked in, but let's tap the live. If you have been sitting here 2 minutes, click on the follow button. 2 minutes, you have listened to this, you find this valuable, click on that follow button. Let's welcome you. This is the $1 Million League. This is the community of millionaires. Simple strategies like this, right? Imagine 5,000 to 7,000. That's a loss. TikTok, latest millionaire in town. Notorious, okay. Latest millionaire in town, okay. So we have somebody that's going to fight all those all those people that have been trying to represent as Dr. Lina, which accounts can I put? We're going to be talking about that. That's a good question. So, since we have Notorious, you're going to fight all the people representing themselves as Dr. Lina. So, by the way, guys, take note. I'm not going to be following you, okay? If somebody follows you, that's not Dr. Lina. Thank you so much for the daily at me. If somebody follows you, that's not Dr. Lina. And also, I'm not coming to your inbox to say that, oh, I have Telegram group, I have WhatsApp. We don't have that, okay? And we don't do cryptocurrency. As a matter of fact, we are moderate risk investor. So if anyone comes close and does all of that, they might have the picture, they might say it's the backup account, they might have some of my contact. It's not me, okay? That's a disclaimer. I would hate to see somebody come to scam you, because we are growing as well. 61 countries, and the latest country, somebody remind me the latest country today. Yeah, the drop is 61 countries in 11 days. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, so please be careful out there. So if you're seated here, you've not clicked on the plus sign, click on the plus sign right now and click on the follow button so you know that this is the right account. I show up between 1:30 Central Time and 8 p.m. Central Time. We're just doing it this July. So you see less of me. Yes, you've seen other profiles. That's because we are growing as well, right? We have about 200, 300 followers every single day. And all those people are also trying to come after the people. So be careful out there. Roy, welcome in, right? Christine, welcome in. So if you have been sitting here and you've not clicked on that follow button, click on the follow button now so you know that it's the right Dr. Lina. Emmanuel, getting your daily at me. We know it's the right Dr. Lina. I would hate to see that you're being scammed by a miscreant, somebody that is lazy, that is supposed to be doing something that is good with his life, or sit here to come and learn how to make money legitimately, but what staying out there to cheat people. So make sure you click on the follow button if you have not done that. Welcome in each and everyone, and welcome into the $1 Million League. Awesome. And we just got that avatar millionaire. I love it a lot. Thank you so much for the Go Popper. Let's keep tapping out the line. Let's get it to 15,000 taps. Let's get the power share as well. Let's repost. Do your Go Populars. Thank you so much. And we are on a 9-step journey. The exact plan, 0 to 1 million. So we are on the fix the foundation income. Then fix your foundation. The first part of fixing your foundation is build your emergency fund. The reason why this is important, it is your safety net. Because in a case of emergency, and King Parkley said, you know what, I'm not going to be scammed. Latest millionaire in town, King Parkley. Pink Kyler. Pink Kyler. Oh my God. Yeah, so welcome in, latest millionaire in town on the red carpet of MDL. So emergency fund, right? It's your safety net in a case. Oh, L for the fortress, right? Lady Fortress, right? Welcome in. Iziega, welcome in. So it is for an emergency in a case of there's a job loss, major emergency. I'm ending this year in millions in the amen. From your mouth, from the mouth of the babe to the ears of God. That's it. That's how it works, right? I love the possibility that I love that. Exactly. That's what we're doing in this community. But then we also execute, okay? Because God bless the works of your hand. So work harder, put the effort, and you will see the result, okay? Awesome. All right. Okay, I can see that you're pushing it, and that's why you're here. All right, this hot afternoon or evening or morning. Build emergency fund, right? So that you do not go into debt in a case of an emergency. You have it saved away. Now, where do you put your emergency fund? There's something called high yield savings account. If you do not know anything, high yield savings account. I do not know high yield savings account. Put it in the comments. Put high yield savings account. HYSA. Definitely executing. That's why I'm here tonight. Awesome. Good job. As well as many others as well. Respect everyone. All the millionaires in the house. Welcome. Yeah, let's go. High yield savings account. Exactly. Right. High yield. Oleps is one of the people that executes a lot. A lot. Yeah. A lot. Okay. So high yield savings account, type it in, right? You do not know high yield savings account and you want to earn it because somebody asked the question, where do we put this emergency fund? Amazing question, great question, and that's what we want to address. We put it in an high yield savings account. Do you, if, okay, high yield savings account. I don't know high yield savings account. For those that don't know, a loan, high yield savings account, put it or just put HYSA. HYSA, just put it in the comments so we address that. Okay, if you don't know it, those that don't know it alone, put it in the comments. If you know it, you don't need to type. All right, but if you don't know it, put I yield save. Okay, Nana doesn't know. Lady Forrest doesn't know. Mind your prostrate doesn't know. High yield savings account is your regular bank account, and I'll make it very clear because I'm a very pictorial person. So this is traditional bank account. This is high yield savings account. You see this account and this account. This is your normal savings account. So in the United States, that would be your Chase, Wells, and all those big banks. Citi, right? Might also fall in the category BOA, right? It could be Bank of England as well, Bank of Sweden, right? All those big banks. Let's keep tapping it. Let's get it to 15,000. Thank you all for doing that. Here, it might be a smaller bank. It might also be a big bank. So here in the United States, you have something like Capital One. So far, this doesn't have to be United States, okay? And I'm going to show you in your own country. I'm not in the United States. I'm going to show you, you would know how to go about it. Now, with all of this, right, are you saving? The thing about it, you see this account and this account, they're the same thing. No difference. In level of risk, the risk level is the same thing. All right? This account and this account, the same risk level. But interestingly, remember I always say the higher the risk, the higher the return. You will expect it, but in this case, the higher the risk here, the lower the return. Or the lower the risk, the lower the lower whatever. But in this case, right, the same level of risk, it gives you a higher return. That's just the difference. So if you can put your money in the traditional savings account, then you can put your money, because some of them are even this same bank. It's just that, so higher savings account is just a type of account that give you higher interest rate, period. Period. Is a savings account. This one will give you what? 0.01% to 1% when they are very nice. This is going to give you 3 to 6%. The same kind of account. So Dr. Lina, how do I know this account? Okay. If you're in the United States, so all you have to do, and I'm not going to talk about United States right now because we have 61 countries represented here. All you have to do is you have to go and check best IU savings account. And I want somebody to type it. Best IU savings account in July 2026 in your country. Okay? Best IU savings account in your country in July 2026. If you're already in August, then put August 2026. All right. Best savings account. Somebody type it in. Best. I'd really appreciate anyone typing it. Best savings account. Put your country in front of it. I mean the United States. So you put it, but we type this for Canada. All right. Exactly. Thank you so much. All right. So right there. So this person is in Nigeria and it just says best IU savings account. Okay. In your country. Okay. Thank you so much. In your country. Yes. In July 2026. Best in UK, July. Exactly. You will see the data. It's going to come up. So this is Canada, even though I'm not in Canada, but I have the data for Canada. You are in Sweden. You are in Switzerland. You are in Kenya. You can find the same data. So, like I said, in the United States, it's about 3 to 6%. In some African countries, right, it's even at 10, 15, 20, ridiculous interest. Because a lot of times it mimics the inflation rate. Okay, what is inflation? Inflation is a rate at which it shows the value, or what's like, it shows the rate at which the value of the current it shows the reduction or whatever around the currency of a country, right? So for instance, in the United States, I don't know if that's my definition, I can't think right now, but let me explain it. So last year, if you took your money to the store, what you were able to get with your money last year, if you take the same money this year, it's going to be less of inflation, right? It's going to be adjusted to inflation. So in the United States, inflation is at 4.2%, right? So it means that, the value of your $100 is actually less than 90, is actually 96, no, $95.80. That's what it means. And I thought I saw a video yesterday, somebody that described it. Humphrey described it very well. Let me see if I can quickly find it. All right, so let's see if I can find it. I saw Humphrey describe it today, so just so you can understand the impact of the inflation on your money. All right, okay. Just watch this, okay? When I say things like this, so if you are not on my Instagram channel, Instagram or YouTube, make sure you get there. Chase is offering. Chase? Which of the Chase? What country is that? Which Chase? Okay, that's news. All right. All right. So listen to this when we are talking about inflation.
Number is your emergency fund plus any.
Oh, okay. He's
Savings goals,
even
and that's it,
talking.
because every dollar above that is quietly costing you money for three reasons.
It's talking about it
Says
from
make you
emergency
spend
fund.
more. Researchers actually track.
So I want you to watch this. It's explaining this emergency fund. This is Humphrey.
100 grocery shoppers and found that those with bigger excess balances, they consistently overspent even when they walked in with a plan. Number two is inflation. So $50,000 in savings at 3% inflation loses $13,000 worth of purchasing power in 10 years. For example, in 2019, $50,000 could have bought you 5,800 Chipotle burritos, but today that's 4,100. So you lost 1,700 burritos by doing nothing. Number three is opportunity cost, because if you consistently sit on money, you're going to.
So do you understand that inflation? So it's real money, okay? So from 2020, so if you add 50,000, hello, ayo, yeah. So if you add 60,000, 50,000 in 2019, that is 50,000 is what someone just created a fake profile. Exactly, yes, they are. So guys, take note of that. They are creating it every day. Take note of that. Don't fall for it. This is my only account. This is Money Talk with Dr. Lina. So don't fall for it. Click on the follow button now if you have not done that. Takwa, latest millionaire in town. Super simple to launch our LLC and stay compliant afterwards. We just answered a few questions and they took care of the rest. And when bigger questions came up, like negotiating our fees, it was reassuring to be able to talk to an attorney and legal network. Okay, so guys, be careful out there, okay? Yeah, somebody just created. Please just report them and block them, okay? Report them and block them. They added me and it's a clone of your account. Yeah, I mean, you don't. Does anybody has recommendation on what to do? Because we've reported it to TikTok. We've done all of that. Any recommendations at this point, because it is crazy. But I know that they do that to Steve call to leave. When something is growing, everybody, they're trying to just to scam people. If anyone has recommendation, let me know. Please put in the comments. Yeah, so be careful. That's why I keep saying this. So be careful out there. Click on the follow button. All right, click on the follow button. All right, so if you're new here, just so you know that you have the right Dr. Lina. Thank you all for tapping out the live. So build emergency fund. Traditional what's it called? IELTS savings account. This is IELTS savings account. Just go on Google and check the best IELTS savings account in 2026. Okay, July 2026, and you'll find the account right there. Did we all get it? Do you know how to get your IELTS savings account right now? If you still have any question on IELTS savings account, let me know. You have question on IU savings account, let me know. Okay, you get it. All right. So let's go to the number. If you do not understand, feel free to also indicate it. Also, can we also power share? Let's power share. Thank you all. You guys are doing amazing. Tapping out that live. You guys are doing amazing. Let's keep tapping out the live. Let's share out the live. So we already got that. So if you also want free money, right? You can open with SoFi. SoFi, I'm not affiliated with SoFi in any way, guys. Not affiliated in any way with SoFi. So with SoFi, it gives you about $400. If you have gotten free $400, put it in the comment section. I know Andrew got $400, right? Capital One also gave. Capital One also gives about $250 or $300 as well. What is SoFi? SoFi is one of the, if you're in the United States, SoFi is one of the IOT savings account that we have here. It's one of the banks, right? That gives that does IOT savings account, that has IOT savings account program. SoFi is one of the banks. So if you Google it, best IO savings, yes, exactly. So they give $400, but they would require you to have a direct deposit with them. Okay. All right. So build your emergency fund. Now let's go to the next thing. Like the next, okay, fixing your foundation. Number 3 will be, what's the number 3? Number 3, eliminate high interest debt. High interest debt. B, eliminate high interest debt. What is high interest debt? Any debt that is above 10%. So debt that is above 10%. High interest debt is not debt that are like, your mortgage does not fall in this category. Your student loan does not fall in this category. Your car note may not fall in this category if it's less than 10%. That's the one I am in right now. Okay, that's perfect. Eliminate high interest there. Thank you. And let's keep tapping out the live. Let's keep tapping out the live. Let's keep sharing out the live as well. Get your daily at me. If you'll be sitting there for 2 minutes, click on the follow button. Maybe we can also reset the live a little bit because the numbers are down. Okay. Maybe we need to reset the live for a little bit. Let's get a daily at me. Let's tap out the live. If you'll be sitting here for 2 minutes, click on the follow button. You'll be sitting here for 2 minutes. Click on the follow button. All right. Awesome. Thank you all for doing that. And also let's share out the live, repost and all of that. Okay. Awesome. So eliminate high interest debt. Any debt that is above TAL, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. So eliminate high interest debt. So any debt that is above 10%, any debt that is, I'm here to learn. I'm in one right now and needs to be able to pay it off. Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, I'm currently in debt as a result of high interest loan. Exactly. So you see, that's a lot. Okay, so let me ask Nana and Queen of Reviews. Let me ask you: are you investing right now? Let's ask. I just want to ask that question. Are you investing as well right now? You just talked about 2 debts that you talked. Both of you just talked about your debt. Are you also investing right now, or you're just actively? Yes. So that's one of the issues. Okay, you're investing. You want to take care of this high interest debt. Why? Okay. See, debt that is above 10%. Maybe that investment that you have, right? That investment that you have is most of the credit card debt. Maybe it's at 22%. Okay. 22%. I had to sell off my investment to pay off high interest debt. Exactly. That's it. Because now you have fixed your foundation. You are starting on a clean plate. Exactly. That's exactly what you need. That's needed to be done. Sell off that investment and then start building. Start rebuilding. That's the next thing. Okay. So start rebuilding. Eliminate high interest debt. So if the reason why you do this is that, say, if your high interest debt is at 22%, your debt is at 22%, but then your you're getting return on investment, maybe 15%. It means that you're going to be, your return on investment is at 15%. It means that you need an additional 7% to cover up for the debt. So you're investing, but then you are still having to use some of your money to pay off. Thank you all for tapping out the live. Thank you all for tapping out. Really appreciate you all doing that. And then let's also power share. Let's repost. Yeah, the numbers are really down. Let's power share. Let's repost. If you have, if you can do go popular, it helps the live. If you can give to gallery, that's also going to help the live. For some reason, the numbers are down. I'm not sure. Maybe because it's closing hours, and a lot of people are not. Yeah, and I'm not even here at this time. I slept off. I was very tired, right? Maybe that's why. Thank you so much. Filling up the gift gallery, that helps. Go popular helps as well. Really, really appreciate it. Get your the daily at me. If you'll be sitting there for 2 minutes, let's get your daily at me as well. All right, but we keep going. We keep going. We can do this. Thank you so much. Awesome, awesome. Go populars really, really helps this life as well. Awesome. Dr. Ade too, it's been a minute. How are you doing? Thank you all for tapping out the live. Really, really appreciate it. Awesome. So, do we understand the reason why you need to pay high interest debts now? It's very, very important. That's part of fixing your foundation. Eliminate high interest debt. Now, let's go to C. C, the other part of you fixing your foundation is having your 4-account system. And then you see the reason, a lot of time you find, awesome, welcome in. Make sure you get your daily admin. Remember to get your daily admin. 4-account system. What is this 4-account system? You see the reason why I said these 3 things are like, a lot of times people don't do this part. And it's the reason why they are financially stressed, right? Many of us just have one account. Income goes in there. You distribute from that income. All the bills goes in there. And that's because, and then you're wondering, where did my money go? Because you did not give your money clarity. You need to give your money clarity. Try this 4-account system between now and the end of the year. And then you will come back and tell me if you see that this is working or not. You will see differences when it comes to your finances, okay? The 4-account system. What is this 4-account system? What is the 4 accounts that you should have? The 4 accounts that you should have would be, number 1, the regular account that you should have, the income account. That income, where your paycheck goes into, or whatever your income is, where it goes into, that is the first account you should have, income account. The second account you should have is your second account. The first account is your bills account. Second account is your emergency fund account. You see this one, that IU savings account, 3 to 6 months of your expenses. Oh, I forgot to mention, what is that emergency fund? It is your transportation, your groceries, your utilities, and your housing. Those 4 things, right? Calculate it for 3 to 6 months. That is your emergency fund. Okay? That is your emergency fund. 3 to 6 months of it. Okay? That's what you put in your IO savings account, which is the second account you should have. Account number 3 is your regular bill account. Regular bill. So, of course, your regular bill will be, the one that you pay every single month. Your rent, your mortgage. Remember, your emergency fund, it's different from your regular bill. Okay? So your regular bill is every single month. You are going to be what you are paying every month right now. Okay? Your emergency fund, that one is going to be there. It's almost going to mimic your monthly, but it's just that your lifestyle will not be in your emergency. Your emergency is just that 4 things. But your bills, you can now have certain things like, sometimes you guys want to do family time. You still want to eat out a little bit, maybe your tithes and all of those kind of things. Those are your regular, maybe bills, right? Insurance, all those kind of things, right? So that is because at the end of the month, that account would be 0 because you have paid all the bills, okay? Now the 4th account, so the first one is what? Your income account. If you can type it, that would be great. Your income account, your emergency fund account, which is your IU savings account, your bills account, which I really don't care. It can be IU savings account or it can be regular checking account. It really doesn't matter. The only thing is that you might want to add a credit card to it. If you add a credit card to it, it makes the life, in a situation where there is protects you against fraud. All right, it protects you. You're protected against fraud. Then the fourth account is going to be your wealth account. That account is the one that's going to return you something. That's the only account. All these accounts are for emergency or for you're feeding your current life. But the last account is your wealth account, and it's going to lead us to number 3. It's going to lead us to your retirement. So it's a wealth account, but you need to have your pension, call it pension, 401k in the United States, have your Roth IRA, or maybe ISA in the UK, TFSA in the in TFSA in Canada. Okay, so have that account as well, right? Then you also have your HSA account, health savings account. Now yours might be just pension in your country. Let's keep tapping out the live. It might be pension in your country. All right, so that's the other account. But then these are for your future. The others, now you need to have the one called brokerage account, and that is for your present. Because all these accounts, if you take money before 59 and a half, you're going to be penalized. But the brokerage account, you can take money anytime. All these ones, Roth is a tax advantage account. 401k, you're getting what your employer is matching. That's it. All right. So every account has its own benefit. So 3 accounts on the savings side and 4 accounts on the retirement side. Do we get the clarity on that? Are we good on that? Which yes. If you have more questions, let me know. I'm going to be wiping up the board. Any questions? And we're wiping out the board. I'm going to go on number 6. Number 6. Okay. Thank you for tapping out. Like, if you've not gotten your daily at me, get your daily at me. You've not gotten your daily at me, get your daily at me. And you'll be sitting here for more than 2 minutes. Click on the follow button. Click on the follow button. You'll be sitting. Awesome. Click yes. Awesome. Perfect. Perfect. You've not got to you'll be sitting here for 2 minutes. Click on that follow button. So number 6. Okay, we are on a nice step. The exact plan, $0 to $1 million. The exact plan. Okay. Number 6 is something called invest consistently. Now we are on investing. If you have not taken care of the other one, you are not ready to invest. And what are the places you're going to invest? You're investing in something called ETF, which is what we have here. What is ETF? Right? If you do not know ETF, those that do not know ETF, put I do not know. I do not know ETF, put I do not know. Awesome. I do not know ETF, put I do not know. And if you're new here, make sure you click on the follow button. If you're still seated here waiting, if you waited 2 minutes, LD Glow, Omoba, Tabila, Labelle, Yen, Oban, Online Playground, Isaac, Dios, Master Dan, King Kobe, Sam Razy, Sola B Queen, Ofer Grace, Grace Pat, Dr. Detu, Jonasia, Linksek, Eri, Andrew, Olebs, Mind Your Posture, Nana, Queen. Awesome. You did not know. Okay, perfect. Okay, you did not know. Perfect. Who else doesn't know?
Hello, my name is Adam.
Okay, so I'll just quickly go over it, okay? But we're going to be teaching this again between now, tonight, and later, okay? ETF is exchange traded fund. So it's just a basket of stock instead of you buy individual stocks. This is you. Most of the time, people buy individual stocks, and because of that, they risk losing their money. Because if this stock goes down, you're going to lose your money with it. But if you drop the same stock in a whole basket of it, even if this stock goes down, what's going to happen? The impact is going to be minimal. So this is going to be more like managing your risk. This helps with diversification of your money, right? You're diversifying your portfolio. That is what this is, okay? So that is exactly what this is. So this is a ETF is a whole basket of stocks, right? How do you buy it? You buy it like a stock, okay? That's what ETF is. And I'll probably be teaching this next week. We're going to be starting a 12 days um we're going to be starting a 12 days money wealth building journey, wealth building program, okay, challenge, okay. And one of the days we'll be teaching ETF in full, but that's your introduction to ETF. You want to put your money in ETF instead of individual stocks, because the risk, I don't want to lose my money. ETF is going to help you address that issue. Okay? S&P 500 is an ETF. Absolutely. Yes. S&P 500 is one type of ETF. There are hundreds, if not, there are thousands, if not, hundreds of, no, maybe not hundreds of thousands, but there are thousands of ETFs right there. It's a basket of stocks instead of individual stocks. So S&P 500 is one of the one that mimics the index, okay, which is the top 500 companies in the United States. So companies like Nvidia, Google, Microsoft, Procter and Gamble, Caterpillar, Bank of America, Chase, all of those companies are in there, right? Johnson and Johnson, Broadcom, all of those companies are in the basket. So the top 500 companies in the United States at point in time. And as a matter of fact, most of the time, a lot of people there's a reason why we set point in time. Tabila, latest millionaire in time. Awesome. You have S&P 500. Which of the S&P 500? Because that's just the index. Which of them? Because that's just the index. Who is the fund manager for the one that you have coin? All right, which of them? So that's ETF. Another thing that you invest in is what? Real estate. Real estate is, so when a lot of people are super excited with ETF, but ETF, real estate is not for everybody. And let's keep tapping now. Can we get it to 10,000 taps? This life is extremely weird. Like the numbers are like weird. I don't know what's going on. Although I've never come at this time of the day. All right. So maybe that's why it's a little bit different. The American one. What is the American one? There's so many of them, right? The American, everything S&P 500 is American. That's an index in America. That's Standard and Poor, right? Standard and Poor is S&P 500 is the Standard and Poor index in the United States. So top 500. So you have, let me help you. There's the VOO, there's the SPLG, there's the IVV, there's the SPY. These are all different. The standard one, all of them are standard. Okay, let me explain. All right, let me explain. ETF is two things you need to know. What is inside of it? What you just described right now is what is inside of that ETF, which is S&P 500, top 500 companies. But then what I'm asking you is who manages it? And there's a reason why I'm asking you to be able to also enforce learning and, empower people so that, people would understand. These S&P 500, there's so many fund managers, right? What you just said is trading 212. That is not trading 212. Trading 212 is where you're trading. That's your trading platform. That's your brokerage, right? So, but which one? It means that who is the fund manager in the United States? So you probably have SPY. SPY S&P 500 is managed by State Street. That is the brokerage. That's the fund manager. That's the brokerage that manages it. SPY. That's the sticker symbol you have. Another S&P 500, fund. There's another one that is called IVV. Yes, okay, it's SPY. See. Then there's IVV that is managed. The fund manager is somebody called BlackRock. That's another brokerage firm or investment or fund manager, BlackRock. There's another one which is also S&P 500 managed, which is also VOO, which is pretty popular. It's the fund manager is Vanguard. What is in the fund is still S&P 500. There's another one, SPLG, okay? It's also S&P 500 that is inside it, but who manages it, I don't know. I need to go and check it out, okay? Go and check it out. Let's keep tapping out. Let's get it to 30,000 taps. Let's get it to. I hope you understand the drift right now. I use that to help you to understand. So whenever you're saying ETF is everything. or two factors you want to understand, just like the S&P, when we say rule of 72, right? Two things that you want to understand when it comes to ETF is what is inside of it, is what is inside the fund. In this case, is the S&P 500. Now, that fund can be managed by different companies. Oh, you're welcome. Absolutely. That's why we're here, right? Now you understand it. So next time they ask somebody says ETF, you understand it. That's why I teach you to fish, because now I teach you to fish. Now you'll be able to intelligently and intellectually educate somebody else. Or whenever you're talking about ETF, oh, I have an S&P 500 and it's the one that is SPY, managed by State Street. Now you know. So always two factors you want to know: what is in that fund, okay, and who manages that fund. Those are the two things that you want to know. So it could be whenever somebody is telling you REIT, simply means real estate investment trust, okay? It simply means what is inside real estate. Who manages it is what you need to figure out. That's it, okay? So they are different. You can buy the entire US stock market like a VTI. And it doesn't have to be the United States. You can buy the one in the UK as well. Somebody talked about Nairobi Stock Exchange earlier, right? Somebody said Nairobi Stock Exchange. You can buy the entire Nairobi Stock Exchange stocks. And you just say Nairobi Stock Exchange ETF, whatever, who manages it and what is inside. That's it, right? So they understand it, it's not that difficult. Gideon, welcome in. How are you? Nana, yes, REIT, exactly. Real Estate Investment Trust. So ETF, right? Now, and let's keep tapping. Let's get it to 30. Can we get it to 35,000? We'll wrap up this live, then we'll continue at 8 p.m. Hopefully, I will be on time at 8 p.m. Okay? So if you have not clicked on the follow button, click on that follow button. We'll continue. I was supposed to talk about, but because of the new people here, I was supposed to talk about the 9 steps, to buying the real estate itself. The 9 steps to buying real estate, because that's the topic where we are at, right? Between now and tomorrow, we will finish this thing, right? But I'll quickly talk through it. So I will go in depth later on real estate, and also maybe let's quickly talk about the other step 9 and step 10. All right. So real estate is one of the, real estate is, if you are excited about ETF, real ETF gives you about, when we talk about your bank give you 1%, these will give you about 10 to 15%. It could be 20%, right? It gives you a better return, all right? It gives you a better return. But when it comes to real estate, on the other hand, real estate even gives you more, right? Because real estate is going to pay you in how many different ways? In 6 different ways. It give you cash flow, appreciation, what's it called again? Cash flow, appreciation, equity, tax advantages, use of other people's money. All of those things are what real estate does for you, okay? And there's a 9-step process for real estate, okay? The steps in buying real estate. I was hoping to also, maybe between now and tomorrow, also to show you, at least to introduce you to how to actually, the steps to actually buy real estate, okay? I was hoping to do that. So that is, let's do that by 8 p.m. tonight, okay? And then we'll continue tomorrow. My goal is by tomorrow we will finish this whole step. But let's step number 8 or step number 7, depending on how you want to look at it, is build multiple income stream. All right, build multiple income stream, right? When you have ETF with this, when you have ETF, you have real estate. This is exact plan, $0 to $1 million. Exact plan, $0 to $1 million. With everything we'll be saying, you have ETF, you have real estate. So you also want to add, when you can, add something called businesses. So things like, you can buy laundromat, you can buy franchise of a company. Yeah, build multiple stream of income. I mean, with ETF and real estate, that's already multiple stream, okay? So, and your income, that's 3 streams already. If you can, then put businesses into it, right? That's first stream. If you are doing you if you have digital product, that's another stream of income, right? If you have royalty, that's another stream of income. It doesn't have to be 7 or 10, right? But always be have options. So with these two in itself, real estate gives you cash flow. ETF may give you cash flow as well. That's a stream of income, but also not limited there. Think of what's the next thing? Have businesses as well. Okay, that's number 8. And number 9, or the number 8, or this is number 8. This is actually number 7. Then this is number 9. Number 9 will be protect. Protection is key. You have a digital product. That's amazing. That's amazing. Now, like I do have digital program. We have our mentorship program. We have our one-on-one consultation. You'll find the link in the bio. We have our one-on-one consultation. We have our courses, how to buy real estate in 90 days. We have smart investing. All of those things are the things that we have, right, as digital products. As a matter of fact, we have about six products, right? I have the ebook, my book, The Wealth Blueprint, The Path to Financial Freedom. The courses, we have 2 courses available. Smart investing, how to buy ETF. We have the course for the how to buy real estate. That's a pre-recorded self-paced course available for you. We have the 90 days mentorship program. We have the one-on-one consultation. Also, we have the Wealth Building Academy. So all of that, you run a digital, awesome. That's great. That is great. That's great. So have digital business. That's also something that you need to do. Now, lastly so multiple stream of income is great. The other thing is that lastly, you want to still you have worked hard. Trust me, with all of the steps that we have talked about, you would get to 1 million plus. I tell you, with all that we talked about, you will get to $1 million plus. All right? Starting with your income and all of those things, you get there. Now, when you've gotten there, one thing you don't want to ever find yourself doing is somebody taking legal action, or something happens to you when you are, and your family cannot, something that you have worked hard for, it's been taken away from your family, from your loved ones. All of those things. And when you're alive as well, you don't want somebody to steal from you. Protection is so you want to protect. And you also transfer your wealth. You see this transfer? That's what the multimillionaires know how to do well. Protect. You see this last one, they know how to, and they transfer. That's why they never pay tax. That's why they never pay taxes. That's why they never sell, because when you sell, it triggers taxes. So they think it's the wealth transfer. Exactly. Protect and wealth transfer. So you need to figure out how, you need to have processes on how to transfer that wealth from you to the next generation. Of course, you have enjoyed, you have milked that property, you bought it. Some people buy, do you know that some people buy property 100,000 and that property is worth 2 million right now? So the 100,000 is already gone, and whatever, they've made the money over and over and over and over and over again because they've paid it off. But then 2 million, right, for their family is still available for their family.